Okay, guys, today we're going to be looking at the Asian superpowers. We're going to be breaking this up into a few different sections, but the first part of this presentation is going to be about the Ottoman Empire. So, with that being said, let's get going with the Ottoman Empire, and let's look at a few things that we are going to need to know. First off, you might want to jot these words down, and as we're going through the presentation, you might want to stop it and make sure that you have these words written down as we're going through that presentation, and then you can put the definitions for these words. But you definitely want to know these words, know who they are, what they are, and so on. So take a second, pause the video for a second, jot these down, and then we will continue. So, as always, we do have some learning objectives for this video lecture. The first one, and again, you want to make sure that you write these down on your paper, is what and when did the Ottoman Empire exist? Explain the rise of the Ottoman Empire, explain how the Ottoman Empire expanded, and explain the peak of the Ottoman Empire. Um, these are the questions that you need to answer at the end of the video lecture. You'll also notice on this slide presentation that there's also going to be a video on the rise of the Ottoman Empire. And you're going to want to reflect on that video after you watch that. And there are just two questions I really want you to answer. What three things stood out about the rise of the Ottoman Empire video? And then the second one is, why would many historians view the fall of Constantinople by the Ottomans as a major turning point in world history? So, again, make sure you have these questions written down and that you answer them at the end of the video lecture. So, with that being said, let's move on to the notes. So what you're seeing here is a map of the Ottoman Empire, and of course it was very, very large. It lasted up until World War One. It's really going to get its beginnings around 1299, and again lasting until World War One. Between the 14th and 20th century, the Ottomans are going to control much of Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. It really rises to prominence when it is going to sack the Byzantine Empire in 1453, capturing the capital of Constantinople, which was the Byzantine Empire's capital. So that's when they sort of begin they're at their peak, really. Their rise begins after 1299. So where does the Ottoman Empire come from? And that's going to be one of our questions. It really originates from a group of people known as the Seljuk Turks. The Seljuk Turks had been in this area up here, and you definitely are going to want to write some of these things down, in this area known as Anatolia. The Seljuk Turks are going to rule over a lot of this area for a while until Osman the First. Osman is Osman, is going to lead a Turkish tribal group that are known as the Ottomans, and so he's pretty much going to take over. Osman would pretty much start the Ottoman Empire. Shortly after Osman's death in 1324, his son Orhan is going to take control and try to expand the Ottoman Empire even further. He's going to take control of Anatolia, which today is Turkey, and he is going to spread onto the Balkan Peninsula, which is this area right here that you see up near Bulgaria and Greece. So he's going to try to spread the Ottoman Empire into those areas. The Ottomans' religious preference is going to be Islam, and most of the area on this side of Europe, because this is Asia, on this side of Europe is going to be Christian. So he is going to help bring Islam to this part of the world and try to help spread it during that period. They're going to sack the Byzantine Empire of Constantinople, which you see here. It's called Istanbul. In 1453, it was known as Constantinople and was the capital of the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire had been around since the fall of the Roman Empire, so it's been around for a while. The Byzantines are going to make an agreement with the Ottomans that as long as they got to keep their autonomy and some of their land, they would accept Ottoman rule. The majority of the Byzantines actually preferred Ottoman rule over the Byzantine rule, which was basically based out of Italy and out of Venice. So they pretty much preferred it more than their former leaders and rulers that had ruled over that area. The Ottomans would also take control of Persia, Egypt, Hungary, and they made it one of the largest empires in the entire world. And here's Egypt, the area of Persia, which you see over here, including Iraq, all of this area in here that's in brown and so on. So you can see how big the Ottoman Empire becomes. And of course, this map is really giving you a great representation of that. One of the things that they did to try to curb Christianity was they issued something called the blood tax. This helped the fight where the Ottoman Empire would send military officers to take Christian boys ages 8 through 13 from their families. And only Christians had to do this that lived in the Balkans. So in this area up here is the area that they were taking these Christian boys. They also sent out warriors known as Ghazi warriors. They were sent out to act as mercenaries for the Ottoman Empire as well. They also used something called the jizya tax, which is spelled Jizya. This was implemented as a tax in the Ottoman Empire as it expanded and helped make the Ottomans a lot of money during that period. So again, the expansion is going to really take place from about 1453 till about 1566. Okay, and that is going to do it. If you need to refer back to your questions, you can do that now and hit pause. Make sure that you answer your learning objective questions. And then also make sure that you watch the video, The Rise of the Ottoman Empire, and you answer the 2 reflection questions on the bottom. So this will take you to the video. This is also a picture of the Hagia Sophia, which was built during the time of the Byzantine Empire in what was Constantinople. Today it's known as Istanbul. But it was a Christian church. Today, because of the Ottomans, this church is a Muslim church for the religion of Islam. This is the video, and again, you will click on the link on the video on this PowerPoint, and you will watch it and then answer your reflection questions. Okay, I will check you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.